Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Luna. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Vintage Diecast Monday. And this week we're going to be taking a look at a couple of flea market finds. I was actually out and about looking for pieces to restore because I've got some pieces here that could do with being restored, but not as much as I used to have. Most of my collection now is either mint or near mint. Being very, very lucky, very fortunate. So I fancy trying to find some pieces to restore. I did find a couple of pieces to restore, which I will show in a minute. I also found a very nice Lamborghini Miura, so I did get lucky. And at the end of the video, stay tuned because I'll be doing this, so to speak, the draw on last week's giveaway from last week's episode. So stay tuned and see who wins this. So be very cool. So anyway, that is at the end of the video. So these are the first couple of pieces I found. So I do have one of these in my collection. This is, a little look, let's get some extra zoom on. So it is obviously Matchbox Superfast, but it is a Mazda RX 500. But like I said, I do have one of these in a bit better condition that I got not all that long ago. But, so I picked this up. It wasn't expensive. It was a couple of quid, a couple of pounds. And to be perfectly honest, I might not do much with this, as, I don't know, it's got a bit of a crack in the screen. I don't know, we'll see. But that was too cool to leave behind, so that was the first piece. Then I got this as well, and again, this was, I think it was almost a couple of pounds each. It weren't expensive. But this is going to be my next restoration project. You can see that it's got a little bit of oxidization going on there, where the paint's come off. This has obviously been either in a damp place or somewhere with water. But this is just right for restoration. It is very difficult to pick what to restore because sometimes, you know, this is technically play worn, but for the most part, it is all there and it is pretty good. But this is ripe. This is perfect. So this will be my next restoration project. I'll probably try and do this in the week and get it up for next week's episode. I don't know. But I'm going to get this. I'll be able to get this colour. In actual fact, I think I've got a very near to this colour shade. And we'll see if we can replicate some of its paper stickers and do something with this. But anyway, so that is going to be my next project. And then when I was there, I also found this. So this one, I paid £2 for all of these cars. And this is obviously the Lamborghini Miura, number 33. So I do have one of these somewhere in my collection. And when I got it, I think actual fact the one I got is in a little bit better condition than this piece. But it had dodgy wheels. I think the little plastic tab had snapped off the suspension. And I had to go into it and I had to go in and fix it. But this one is in really nice condition. It's got a few little flea bites, got a little bit of oxidization going on with the base, but a very, very gentle low-grade wire brushing, and that'll bring that up. And then this car will be perfect for a little box and then put on the shelf. So it's an awesome little piece. Great little find. Wasn't, like I said, I wasn't out looking for mint stuff this week. I was trying to find pieces, trying to get some rougher cars for more restorations, basically. But so this particular piece, so this is the gold variation with the cream interior, super fast wheels, obviously, and the unpainted base. As far as I'm aware of, most of these had, or at least all of these had unpainted bases. And it was produced from 1973-ish, I believe, to about 1978. There was an earlier version of this as well. And I believe the earlier version, actual fact, let me just show you what the earlier version looked like. So there was the earlier version in the yellow. And that was produced from about 1968 to about 1969. And it's interesting because when they actually changed it over to Superfast, they lost the little die-cast engine, because a lot of the earlier Miuras, had a little die-cast engine. And when you strip them down, the engine would pop off. but they didn't use it, I believe, in this particular casting when they obviously did the super fast wheels. I think it was something to do with fitment issue more than anything. But yeah, they deleted the engine, which is a shame because it was a nice thing to see. It was a nice little die-cast engine. When you see these cars, especially the older ones, in bits, it was quite a hefty block. It was very nicely done. But anyway, they did lose the engines when they moved to superfast. Also, there's a couple of other variations of this. There is quite a rare, or at least I haven't seen one yet. It's a dark bronze variation in colour with a dark red interior. And there's also another variation of this. It's like I think it's a slightly lighter gold colour with a red interior. Actual fact, let me just show you what I'm on about. So there you go. There was a couple of the other variations, and like I said, I'd love to find the bronze version with the red interior. As I said, I've never come across one. I've seen the lighter gold with the red interior once before, but it was going for a bit too much. But anyway, that is that. So that is this week's finds. Nothing amazing, but like I said, I was actually going out looking. I can't believe I had to go out and look for pieces to restore. I have got a box somewhere with some pieces in that I would like to restore, but I don't know what I've done with it. But anyway, that is all cool. I won't be restoring the Miura. I'll be definitely, keep your eye out for this episode, because this will be my next project, and Miura will be being left alone. And like I said, I'm unsure what to do with this. I'm unsure. I don't know. Never know. We'll see. But anyway, that is this week's pieces. So onto the Saab Sonnet. So this piece is what I announced I'm giving away on last week's episode, and it is a very, very nicely done piece, if I might say so myself, only because I'm really happy with the way the paint turned out on it. Anybody that knows my channel knows I'm a real fuss pot when it comes to paint. If it's a custom I'm doing, or if I'm doing a resto mod or what have you, then it's different. I like the paint to be high gloss and depth, and you know, I like flawless paint. That's me. When it comes to customs and restorations, I like the paint. The paint for me is everything. This is got a bit of shine to it, but it is how it was when you bought it from new. The paint on these weren't like they are now, these big, thick, glossy paints. A lot of the time, they didn't use lacquer, and if they did, it was very thin. So this turned out spot on. But anyway, let's rabbiting on. Let's get all the pieces of paper for all the people that commented and wanted to be in the competition, so just bear with me. Right, so here is all the names. There's about 22, 23 people that wanted to be in. And like I always say on my giveaways, I always like people to put if they would like to be in to win, or just put win. Anybody that puts win by their comment gets entered. There's some people that don't like to be in it for their own reasons, which is fine. You know, that's all good. Some people just, you know, they want to be kept out. So that's why I always say, if you want to be in to win, put the word win. So these are all the people that put the word win. So let's just very quickly lay some of them out if I can, and then I'll show you what, you know, who it is. So just bear with me. You can always fast forward through this bit if you'd like. Actual fact, let me just pause it because I'm making a bit of a mess of it. Right, there they are all laid out. Just bear with me while I get the camera out of the tripod if I can. They're going to work. So, bit of shadow there, but you can all roughly see the names, your names, different channels. So anyway, without further ado, I will get all these put into the little pot, folded up, and we'll get a winner picked out. So just bear with me while I do that. Right, so all the pieces of paper have been folded up and put into this ice cream tub. As you can see, they're all there, ready to go. So without further ado, I'd just like to say good luck to everybody. Thank you for taking part, and let's get a winner picked. So as usual, we'll give it a good shake. Bit of a stir. Bit more of a shake. One little stir for luck, and then let's pick a winner. And the winner is upside down. Diecast Brian. So, Diecast Brian, you have won. It's an escapee. You have won the Saab Sonnet, the restored Saab Sonnet. So there you go. And as usual, I'll chuck in some stickers and I'll chuck in a few other extra little pieces as I always do. But like I always do, I will leave my details, my email address about now. And if you'd just like to get in touch, send me your shipping details and this Saab Sonnet will be winging its way to you. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more Vintage Diecast Monday episodes, restorations, custom pieces and all that good stuff to come. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you all soon.